Hi guys, my name is Chibama. I'm looking at the topic in experimental psychology called intelligence. Now, what is intelligence? In a layman's word, intelligence can be defined as the ability to apply and acquire knowledge. In psychology, intelligence can be defined as the ability of an individual to learn from new experiences, adapt to new situations, understand abstract concepts, and use knowledge to manipulate his environment. This is just one of the many definitions of intelligence. Many psychologists added to the definition of intelligence, such psychologists like Freeman and Howard Gardner. Hi, excuse me. Did you know that psychologists like Howard Gardner and Freeman added to the definition of intelligence? No. Did you know? Well, I will tell you today. Howard Gardner defined intelligence as the ability of an individual to solve genuine problems as they are encountered, and Freeman defined intelligence as the ability of an individual to adapt or adjust to his total environment. There are different theories of intelligence, such like Spearman General Intelligence Theory, Thurston Primary Mental Ability Theory, Robert Sternberg Theory of Intelligence, Raymond Cattell Theory of Intelligence, and Howard Gardner's Multiple Intelligence Theory. But in this video, we'll just be talking about two theories of intelligence, the Robert Sternberg theory and Raymond Cattell theory of intelligence. Raymond Cattell in 1963 proposed a theory of intelligence and further divided it into two components, the crystallized intelligence and fluid intelligence. Now, what is the crystallized intelligence? The ability of an individual to learn information, remember and recall information is crystallized intelligence. In the beginning of this video, I taught you guys the definition of intelligence. Can you still remember it? That is crystallized intelligence. Now, fluid intelligence, on the other hand, is the ability of an individual to recognize problems and solve them. For example, solving crossword puzzles, rhymes, or even navigating your way home is an example of fluid intelligence. Fluid intelligence seeks to tackle complex situations, while the fluid intelligence helps overcome straightforward challenges. Robert Sternberg also developed another theory of intelligence, which he titled the theatrical theory of intelligence, because it sees intelligence as composed or comprised of three parts, namely practical intelligence, analytic, and creative intelligence. Let's start with the practical intelligence. The practical intelligence basically has to do with seeing problems in your everyday life and solving them. It often refers to as street smarts. It is seeing problems and applying knowledge through experience. For example, in a student's everyday life, we struggle through flipping pages. You can simply use the cover of your pen to insert or clip certain pages of your paper, which will stop it from flipping. This is a practical example of practical intelligence, which I use to solve my everyday problem. Now, the analytic intelligence. This basically has to do with problem solving. It is the ability of an individual to analyze, compare, contrast, judge, or even evaluate. For example, when reading a novel, we tend to compare and contrast the characteristics of certain characters or cast, or even their motives, so as to determine if they are the good guys or the bad guys. Creative intelligence, on the other hand, has to do with the ability to invent or produce or imagine solutions to problems. It involves developing beautiful works of art, songs, or even short novels. All this about intelligence. Well, do you know